Welcome everybody to Rocking the Baby, and today we're going to talk about a very important issue. It's the witching hours. It's 7 p.m. and it has started. These are the witching hours when nothing, I said nothing can console you, baby.
Have a baby.
Yes, we are. This was an amazing experience. We have a little more with us now. She has already eaten. She has already changed. She has already slept. And now, from 7 until about 11 p.m., she's going to be fussy. But we do have a routine. She is now 7 to going on 8 weeks. This happens to babies up to about 3 months, as I read. And we do have a routine, a bedtime routine. And I put her to take a shower about 8 o'clock, take a little bath, and that calms her down. And then I breastfeed her, and I basically have to have infinite patience to love her and rock her and pacify her and calm her and distract her from about 7 p.m. until 11 p.m. daily on the dot. No, she does not have colic. This is not the reflux situation. She's not hungry. As a matter of fact, she might do the birthing mouth, wanting to eat, but as you put her in the boob, she's not gonna latch into the boob, and she's just gonna cry and be fussy, and wants me to stand up, and wants me to sit down, and then, so just stay tuned as I document the situation, and then we'll talk about it later, all right? Patience is a virtue, and unconditional love. Let's do it, Luita. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Shh. So my main goal during the witching hours is to try to keep the baby as calm as possible and for the longest as possible, or calm her down as fast as possible so she doesn't spend so much energy crying and doesn't get exhausted, and just calm her down until she falls asleep. And she fights sleep. She gets exhausted, ready to bed, and she's like yawning, and her eyes are closing, and she's almost sleeping, and then she wakes up again, opens her eyes like if she's wide awake. So the routine, I started to establish a bedtime routine, which is very good. And as she starts getting fussy, I just wait a little bit and I calm her down. I see if giving her, breastfeeding her, nursing her, calms her down a little bit, and just standing, walking around, and calms her down a little bit. And around 8 o'clock or so, I give her a little tiny bath, and she just loves the bath. There. Yes, she loves the bath. She just loves taking a little bath. It feels great. She relaxes. She stops crying. She feels good. And that's a great way to start establishing a bedtime routine and kind of letting them know that after the bath comes quieting down. I dim the lights and I just sing for her and just start to do like something that I do every day, like that they can start associating it. This is time to wind down, relax, and go to bed. So let's take a bath, and then we're going to the next step. So being in the room and try to sit down didn't happen. I dim all the lights, and standing up and shaking a little bit helps, and doing this sound in their ear, which mimics the sound that they hear in the womb. She likes also to be getting pat in the back. Daddy does this amazing. And just shaking around a little bit and keeping her calm. Sometimes singing. You can watch one of my videos from earlier, rocking the baby, when I sing and play the guitar and she quiets down. Even talking, like talking now, talking on the phone or talking to my husband or talking louder than her cry, she will just stop and listen. So that helps to just keep her calm. She is, as you can see, wide awake. Maybe you cannot see because she's turning her head, but her eyes are right open and she's not ready to go to bed yet, but she's exhausted. She is exhausted. It is now, let me see, 8:30. Only 8:30. We had just started. It's okay. We're going to do great today, aren't we, Lolita? Yes, we are. We are rocking the baby. So it's been about 45 minutes already, rocking the baby. She's calm now, but I cannot stop rocking, dancing, tapping her in the back. I cannot sit down. If I stop, she'll get fussy. So my recommendation for parents going through this is this link, so you don't destroy your back and your arm doesn't kill you. I got this link right here. She's right there. She's calm. She's calm. But as you can see, not sleeping yet. Just looking around. Just looking around. Keeping it calm. Eventually, she'll fall asleep. But that's the trick. She might fall asleep right here in my chest, but not deep enough to be put on her crib. That's the whole situation about the witching hours too. They fall asleep, they're like almost asleep. You have to just make sure that they are completely asleep before you put them down. Because apparently, until 3 months, they don't have the ability to soothe themselves to sleep yet. So it's tough for us to just leave them in the crib and when they're almost falling asleep and try to let them fall asleep by themselves. If you can do this, props on you. I tried. I really tried. Trust me, I want to train her to soothe herself, to sleep and be independent, so you know we won't have this trouble, this problem of her sleeping on the boob or falling asleep on my lap in the future. But right now, as I read, they don't get bad habits just yet until 3 months. And all you can do until 3 months is just soothe them. There is one doctor that I don't remember the name right now, but I will put right here his name. And he has a theory. It's called the purple period. And on his theory, he says that up to 3 months, the first 3 months of a baby's life is like our 4th trimester of pregnancy. So it's like another extra trimester. The baby is still considered like a fetus. It hasn't developed the ability yet to be out in the world and experience things and understand things. So it's still very needy. It still needs the comfort of the parents, still needs that touch. It still needs to feel like if it's still in the womb. That's why they cry so much, because it's still a period of trying to understand what's going on outside, what happened, and all of a sudden they're out and about, and now they have bellyache and poops and hunger, and they cannot communicate. They only cry for communication. So when they're crying, it's not yet to get attention. It's not yet to manipulate us. It's just because they need us. So, like I said, look, she fell asleep. But I'll be lucky enough if she goes to sleep right now. Now it's 9:15. So I don't think I can put her in the crib yet, but I'll just keep here, keeping her calm. She's doing pretty good today. Today it's been a good day. It's been a good day. So take a look at the Purple Period website. It's really interesting. I'm not endorsing anything. I just looked it up. Everything that I'm telling you is things that I looked it up and researched. There is also another doctor that I will put the name here, which I don't remember, but my sister-in-law gave me a video, and he's the one that talks about the 5 S's and 5 ways to keep your baby calm. I think he's the one that actually says that the first 3 months of the baby is like another trimester on the pregnancy. So he explains, and I will put also his video on the links below for you to take a look. But the swaddling, the shushing, the shaking is all things that he recommends that mimics the feeling in the womb. The sucking as well, so the sucking of a pacifier. She does not like a pacifier, but she does the sucking in the boob. That's why also right before bed she wants to suck in the boob a little bit. So, and right now, you know, all I can do is just try to keep her comforted and calm, because then she would have a good night's sleep and I'll have a good night's sleep. But I'm already starting slowly the bedtime routine, so eventually I can establish a good routine, and then she will know, and she will go to bed on her own and soothe herself to bed. We will talk about this when the time comes. You will be along right there with me, seeing if I'm succeeding and rocking on getting her to sleep on her own. But until then, right now, it's just getting through the witching hours as peaceful and as smoothly as possible. Let's see how it goes. 9:15. So she woke up, and after like 5 minutes of resting and was looking around and still calm, and then she started fussing again and acting like a bird. So she wanted the boob. So we came to the nursery and sitting on the chair here. It's dark, it's quiet, and I'm just listening to some white noise type of music, gong type of music, and just nursing her. Let's see how long it lasts. Just listening to her needs right now. Little baby, little tiny baby. So now she's getting on the stage that she does not know what she wants. she wants to drink the boob, and then she gets frustrated. Now she's back in the boob. But then in a little bit she gets frustrated. I just switch sides, so she's kind of amused again by this side. She's so cute. So I think the important thing is just to keep the love, keep the tenderness, and and do not let the frustration get over, and never think that what's wrong with my baby. Because if your baby doesn't have a fever, or you already changed the diaper and you already fed, and your baby is fussy at night, just know it's just a phase. It's another normal thing of babies, especially newborns from 1 to 3 months. That's their thing. That's something very normal, scientifically proven normal. So don't get frustrated. It's okay. Just find what works for you, what works for your baby. You are not going to spoil your baby right now yet. They still don't have that ability to connect to manipulation. They're just uncomfortable. They got out of the womb. So right now she's calm again. Let's see. I think right now it's almost 10 o'clock. I don't know. I cannot watch because I'm holding my hand with my watch hand. So let's see how long it's gonna last. She sometimes closes her eyes, and sometimes she opens her eyes and falls asleep. Look, right now she's kind of like fighting again a little bit, and back in the boob. I don't want to be showing too much boob, but I wish I could show you how she does you probably have the same with your baby. They open their mouth, the boob is in their mouth, and they're like, and they cannot latch. She actually doing this right now, and then they get a little angry and pissed off, and they cry. She's okay right now. Yeah, I think she's over with the boob. What's up, little baby? What's next, huh? I'm back in the boob. Back in the boob. We'll see. Stay tuned. I'm getting upset. Okay. Oh, there was a burp. It's okay, boo-boo. It's okay. I love you. It's okay, boo-boo. It's okay. It's okay. Burpees. Let's do a little burpees. No. Okay. I guess it's time to get up again and go back to just this swinging and yeah, let's go. Do you want to go back? You want to go back up? Just putting her in this sling right now. And let's go up. Let's go back to the rocking, tapping, swinging. Let's see how long. This is not working either. Well, coming down again. She got angry for a minute, but as I start talking to you, she calmed down. Calm down, baby, calm down. The goal is just to keep them calm, keep them calm. She's doing pretty good today. Another thing that I advise, and it works with me a lot, is if you have your husband or your partner in the house, and because sometimes they get tired of the same situation and you get frustrated, so they want to change. So she's probably on that phase right now that she wants a change of scenery. And if my husband was here, he would be picking her up a little bit. She's actually doing really good, just because we're doing a video, I guess. But she's getting through it. You see, she wants to get out of the thing. But I cannot have her out of this thing because she's getting heavy and my back will kill me. That's it. Just keep it calm, relax. It's good to hear when their chest, their ears are in your chest and you talk, they hear your voice on your chest. So humming, singing, talking, it reminds them of being in the womb. It's still too early and I'm exhausted. Can you tell? Exhausted moms. Still too early. It's about 10 something now. That's it. Back in the bedroom, nursing again. She had fell asleep on my lap and I sat on the chair. She waited a little bit before I put her in the little bassinet and she woke up and wanted to nurse. So, nursing time now. Let's see how long. So it is about 11 p.m. and she finally fell asleep and I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna just hurry, finally take a shower and get ready and just go to bed so I can take advantage of her first few hours of sleep, which are the best ones. She normally sleeps for about 3 hours. Sometimes she got into 4 hours, and then after that it's just like an hour or 45 minutes, hopefully 2 hours, but we'll see. So hopefully I'll get 3 hours of sleep tonight. But there she is, all swaddled up on that taco. The taco is amazing, by the way, because you can rock it, and I leave it right there by the bed for now, you know, easy. All right, good night everyone, and tomorrow we'll talk a little more about the witching hours. And if you have any questions, comment below and subscribe. And may you survive the witching hours and get smooth sailing through this first 3 months. Let's all do it. Let's rock the baby. So that was a eventful night, and Lua ended up going to bed around 11:30. Then she woke up again like 12:30. So, and the night was another story. But just to do a conclusion of this whole episode, the witching hours, as I researched, as I was told by my doctor as well, and as I've been experiencing, is something normal with many babies. Most of the babies go through it. They get fussy from sunset, sundown until about the time that they fall asleep. They fight sleep. If they cry for no apparent reason at all, make sure that your baby doesn't have a fever or nothing, but if you see your baby crying, it's not because of anything. It just might be the witching hours. And what I found useful is just to keep as patient and as cool as possible, because they do feel our frustration. Just expect that this is going to happen, and just try to keep them calm. Try to find ways that works for your baby to calm them down. We talked about a couple videos that I watched, that I have. I will put again down there, but you can get a resource by accessing the website for the Purple Period. They give a lot of resources, and also the Happiest Baby in the Block, I think, and I will put the information in there too. They also give a lot of help of how to soothe your baby, and mothers know how to soothe your babies best, and fathers know. So just keep it cool and keep it rocking the baby. That's all that is. So may all of us get through these 3 first months and the witching hours as smoothly as possible, and just keep on rocking the baby.
Have a baby. Yes, we are.
This was an amazing